Hi everyone, let's talk about Mercury sailing through the sign of Virgo this year in 2024. Normally, Mercury goes through all 12 signs of the zodiac approximately throughout the whole year. So it remains about 3.5 weeks in one sign, in each sign. But this year in Virgo, it will actually remain 6 weeks altogether, and it's divided into different periods of time, and this is because of its retrograde motion. So it feels very much at home in Virgo because it is in its own domicile, meaning that the expression of Mercury is the strongest, both in Virgo and in Gemini. This is what happens. So this time we have these two periods of time where Mercury will be sailing through Virgo that it loves, that has the strongest expression in that sign. And we will have a look at what it means, but also it is very individual. Obviously, it depends where Virgo sign occupies your chart, because this is where you will have these opportunities to think, connect, communicate, and maybe do it a little bit more or stronger than before. So we have two periods of time, 25th of July until 15th of August, so the 3 weeks, and then the second period of time after the retrograde motion that Mercury comes back to Virgo is between 9th and 26th of September. So another 3 weeks. So we have these 6 weeks all together when we can combine the symbolism of Mercury and Virgo sign. Mercury is responsible for making any kind of connections, social connections. It's a planet of communication, mental processes, thinking processes. It is about intellectual pursuits, exchange of ideas, and also expressing oneself. Anything to do with mental energy and thinking process, okay? That's Mercury. It is also a planet of siblings and neighbors. It's all about making these daily connections with people through communication. When we think about the symbolism of the Virgo sign, as I said, Mercury feels at home in Virgo because it's in its own domicile. So it will have the strongest expression. But Virgo is very much associated with health, diets, daily habits, daily routines. It's very well organized. It's all about analytical vibration, very sharp, analytical attention to detail. Perfectionist vibe, logical, practical. If you have strong Virgo vibration in your chart, you will love solving problems and you will have great organizational skills, and you will operate on the to-do list every day. So Virgo, very strong analytical approach to life, solving problems, sharp, but also very much health-oriented daily routines and to-do lists. Okay, so talking about this kind of energies, thinking about this kind of energies, connecting to people on these levels as well. This is what we can expect throughout these two lots of 3 weeks. In July, last week of July, 2 first weeks of August, but then also throughout the most of September. It is very important, obviously, to have a look where Virgo energy, where Virgo sign is in your chart, because this is where you will be, this is where it will be activated in your life the most. Also, it will obviously create many different aspects, but I'm not going too deep into it or not covering the retrograde motion. I'll do it in a separate video. But altogether, when we think about the symbolism of Mercury, sailing through the sign of Virgo, this is what we can expect, and I'm sure we can really make the most of it, because Mercury, which is about our communication skills and making connections to people and self-expression and thinking processes, feels at home in Virgo. So we will all be able to utilize its positive influence. Let's make the most of it, and I'll see you next time.